Yo, what's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't watched my previous video, I reviewed a graphics tablet and made a custom Sonic model to show it off. In this video, I'm going to show you the process I took to make it from start to finish, while also reading some of your critiques. And to assist me today is my baby boo-boo, Sandy.
Yo, hello. What's up, everybody?
Yo, Sandy. Some of you might know Sandy from Discord.
So, first things first, what was your workflow from start to finish for this model?
So, whenever I start making any character, I use reference, whether it's 2D or 3D. And in this case, I used the Sonic Forces model that I got from the models resource, and I used it for proportions. So when I'm sculpting something, what I like to do is sculpt the basic shapes, or not sculpt, just like place the basic shapes using cylinders or spheres and just block it out. And that's just to get the proportions right.
All right.
Just from the get-go.
You use Sonic's model from Sonic Forces. Why did you use that model? Like, you could have used Sonic Generations or Sonic Unleashed.
So the idea I had for this particular model was like a modern movie hybrid. And I know I could have used like Generations or Unleashed, which is like the better looking models, but I like the proportions are like the most modern to me, I think. Yeah, that's not the only reference I use. I also use Tyson Hesse's movie design, and that's where I kind of like
you're talking about
the nose at first.
You're talking about the drawing, right?
Yeah, of course. It's the drawing. Look, boom, right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like when you were first starting out the nose,
I was looking at the Tyson Hesse reference when I was doing the nose. I wanted to do that hedgehog, like stylized nose, but it didn't work out. You kept telling me it looked like
it did not look good on Sonic.
Don't look, please, don't look.
Yeah, so like you said, you were trying to make a modern movie hybrid of Sonic. So like, how do you know how much to get from movie Sonic and how much to get from modern Sonic? Because it looks like you lean towards more movie Sonic.
Movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I kind of did lean towards movie Sonic a little bit, but what I took from modern was like basically the eye shape, you know, the whole head area.
Okay.
And but I did like keep the middle brow like connected, which is like from the movie version.
There are some critiques that people have said on YouTube and on Twitter, and some of these critiques I agree with. Like, for example, this guy on YouTube, his name is J-Wave. He said, without the fur, in my opinion, is better. Just add a few more quills to the arms, possibly, and spines, and bam, you got yourself a modern movie hybrid. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like if you put a little bit more of the strands and the quills like on his arms and body, like you wouldn't really need the fur, you know?
Yeah, I know, and that's the point of the modern movie hybrid. It's like if you want, if I want, I could use the fur and make it look cinematic and movie-like. Or if I want it to be, you know, more on the modern side with no fur, I could just use the normal map. And yeah, and I do plan on adding more of those standalone quills because I did miss them on the wings. You know, they're missing on the wings. Every single model I make, I'm always gonna be updating it to make it look the best it can. When I say that, I really mean it.
Are you gonna make his arms beige, or are you gonna like try to make his mouth maybe a little bit more to the side? You know, stuff that just doesn't lean towards movie Sonic that much.
You're basically saying is if I'm gonna edit it to look more like modern?
Yeah, like are you gonna experiment and see what works and what doesn't?
Of course I'm gonna try out an experiment. Like that's at the end of the video when you see like the results, I tried different approaches to the fur just to see what works and what doesn't.
Okay, well, I hope they don't just skip to that.
No, don't skip. Come back. Retopology is my least favorite part because if you put one square in the wrong place, you're fucked. You're really fucked. Like you have to maintain the loops like no matter what, just to make sure that, you know, if you add an edge loop somewhere, you know, it goes around the entire model. And you start at first, but
yeah.
It's like
I have to agree because I've only retopologized a few times and it's not hard, but starting out, it's very confusing.
It can be really confusing because it's like, you know, where am I supposed to put this square, you know? The thing is that the only reason why I retopologize it is because I did sculpt it at first, you know? If you box modeled it or modeled it in any other way, you wouldn't need to retopologize it because you already made the topology to your liking. You know, as the time goes by, I will be updating it and making it, you know, less dense
and optimized.
eyes.
Yeah, because you have a problem.
No, I don't have a problem. I have a habit of just making my models extremely high poly.
Yeah, and you have a habit of
But that's why you have to have it high poly in Unreal, or else it's gonna look choppy.
What was your method for doing Sonic's eyes? Because I know Sonic modern models, his eyes are connected like one big eyeball, and it's kind of like a big plane. So like,
I was thinking of making like the one big eyeball only because it's easier. But the thing is that since I was running low on time, I just plopped 2 spheres and just modeled the eyes, which is what I did for Mario and the rest. But Sonic is different. But since it was like a version 1 and I was rushing a little bit, I just decided to use spheres for the eyeballs, and it didn't turn out too bad. So yeah, after I finished retopologizing, oh wow, we forgot to show footage of this, but after I finished retopologizing, I basically just do the UV maps, and once the UV maps are done, I slap the model into Substance Painter, and I start texturing from there.
So yeah, well, like, for people who don't know, like, what is Substance Painter?
Substance Painter is Photoshop but for 3D models. So you basically just, you import a model and you have like all these procedural textures and smart materials and like drag and drop material.
Ooh.
For beginners, it's so good, and even for like
advanced users,
advanced people, like you can make some amazing stuff with Substance Painter.
When you were making Sonic's expressions, like what expressions did you focus on? Because we didn't really have enough time to really work on this model.
Yeah, I didn't have that much time. And first of all, fuck Maya 2020, because when you work on expressions, it does this little like...
it just glitches. I don't know what.
Like look at this weird artifact thing. Like I had to take the model and put into ZBrush to make the expressions there, and then bring it back to Maya to make it a blend shape. And honestly, it worked so much better than Maya's original sculpting tools. That was good.
So yeah, I did try to actually help Andy like with the model, and I was gonna rig it for him, but I don't know what I forgot what was happening, but I couldn't really work on it as much as I wanted to, so I kind of messed up on the rigging. So I'm sorry about that, Andy.
No, when I was importing it to Unreal, I had to rename all the bones because they wouldn't let me import bones with the same name.
I'm sorry about that, but
it's okay.
I'll try harder next time.
No, it's okay, but like for real, like don't forget to name all your bones.
Compared to Mario, like how was Wade painting Sonic?
Way easier. Like obviously he's like a twig compared to Mario.
You do have like a better method than when you were sculpting Mario.
So yeah, Xgen gives me a headache. It really gives me a headache. This was the first time I ever attempted making fur. Like I've tried hair before and it turned out horrible, but fur, like it was a completely new thing to tackle. And
yeah, like I feel like you don't even need to use Xgen Fur. You have a better hair, not even a better one. You have like a hair method that already kind of works.
I do have like a weird hair method, and I don't need Xgen because I could show you like a side by side right now. My method and Xgen looks kind of the same. Pretty much after you're done with everything, like you import the model into Unreal and then you set up the materials using nodes, kind of like Blender, and after that, you just make your rig like as you would in Blender or Maya or in any other 3D software. You make the controls and you attach an IK formula, whatever, and that's it.
We use this plugin called All Right Rig, and while it's not free, it does get the job done.
Yeah, but the price tag though.
So yeah, after everything is finally finished, then we just render and it's complete.
So yeah, we do read all your comments and criticism and feedback, because like I said, we aren't professionals. We do this as a hobby. So just reading your feedback, it helps us improve and helps us make better stuff.
So yeah, if you want, subscribe to our channel, like the video. If you want, you can support us. We have many ways that you could do that, and keep on the lookout for more giveaways and other events that might happen on this channel.
So yeah, if you want to talk to us, join our Discord server. It's in the link. It's in the description down below.
See you on the next video, guys. Peace.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Get jibble blue blah blah.